is it this time, Toby?
Something's so weird about this, and I don't know why.
What does he want?
Oh, you didn't shut the door on us twice. Ooh, we do have garlic. Oh, and I didn't try dusting anything.
That's a scary. Mommy and I had to wear gloves.
The necklace is on.
Okay, we just saved.
Toby growls at you.
Ew, that smells yucky. Get it away from me.
Toby growls a warning, and you put it away.
Alright, sorry. Sorry. How about a magical candle?
That didn't do anything. That didn't.
Cool. Well, I'm glad we came all the way here for nothing. Oh, this bush.
There's something strange about this bush. Maybe it's the eyes. Oh, forget it. It's probably just an ordinary, everyday bush with blood-red berries and tentacle-like branches.
I think really it didn't. Valid question, but I've been trying to extra check.
You are somewhere in the forest far south of town. This area looks much like the rest of the woods, if perhaps a bit bushier. A babbling brook.
What if...
Nothing.
we burn it?
You sense no magic.
No magic. I can't forget that we have the glide spell too.
Doesn't seem to have any lasting effect on the bush.
These two are not similar, but for some reason in my brain they both are like magic. Like this needs to be just like a face or something.
You try to fetch some berries from the bush, but they seem firmly attached to branches.
How about calming spell, dazzle spell?
The feeling of
Actually, peace. Oh,
You'll have to get a little closer. There's something
what is your
There's
deal?
something strange about.
Like, do we want something from this?
You can't.
A little snippet, a little cutling.
You are down to your last dagger.
Oh, well, I don't want to throw it.
That hurt. You think that would...
Oh, heck, that's poison though. Oh, no, we didn't get poisoned. Where did his eyeballs go? Get tired of us? It's just, yeah. It's like, oh, surely fire. It's a bush, right? Nope.
Your spell does nothing. It...
Alright. See you later. Hope you didn't eat my friend.
You hear a...
If this doesn't work, then I guess we'll just go ahead and give the water to Dr. Cranium.
That didn't do anything useful. You
Wait.
slick down your hair with a little of the oil.
Oh, okay.
The graves. You didn't.
Okay. Let's go visit the doctor, not doctor, scientist, doctor. Ah, oh. These are getting harder.
Ah, it is truly a beautiful day for science, is it not, my young friend? The sun has risen right on schedule and will undoubtedly set according to the
Flip it
proper
next.
laws of celestial mechanics.
Oh, got pretty close to writing it down.
No thanks, I have to watch my weight. I'm making a study of it.
For water?
Hands off!
Better.
I am convinced that the primal force of life is electrical in nature. Of course, it must also involve water for life, and pizza, without which life would be boring. Good luck.
You know,
with-
though, if Igor's not here, who's gonna stop us from going into this cool building? Oh my god. The Hectopus has had the munchies ever since it got stoned. Fortunately for it, but not for you, it occasionally gets its meals delivered right to the door. Wow. Wow.
This
No wait. This door, this door, this door.
What now?
I don't know, you tell me.
Still no sign of the gravedigger. All this talk of burning at the stake has gotten out of control. The gypsy refuses to eat or talk. He just sits there acting guilty. The only thing worse, unless Igor returns by some miracle, it won't be long until the gypsy is burned at the stake.
Flowers for you?
That didn't.
Alright. We gotta find Igor. I
If
think
you-
Igor's in the cemetery. But we gotta find a way to get him out of
Yeah.
the cemetery. If that's the case. Leverage. There's a fancy sword on a wall over here. Yeah.
This is a little too easy now. You need to add more weight.
Oh.
You pick up 2 of the metal weights and put 1 in each of the baskets.
I guess once this is
Any
completely...
more weight might strain your muscles.
Then we maybe can get the thing out of the wall.
Your legs are too stiff.
Can we rest here?
After some rest, you feel better. Your legs are too...
Getting so strong.
After some...
I mean, we were buff enough to take an axe.
The dust is far too thick here for you to sleep without having...
Alright. Oh, but that means maybe it's nighttime. But that also means that the inn is closed. Oh no, I can't get in. Let's see this.
The Burgermeister's office is closed. The
Yeah,
window...
but... What if I opened it
You hear a
instead?
faint snick as the window responds to your open spell.
I'm breaking in. Oh.
Let me out of here before these townspeople burn me. I did nothing to harm them, yet they accuse me of murder. Set me free!
I don't know why we're talking on talking terms now, but sure.
The gypsy starts to yell, then catches himself. He speaks with a whisper.
Gypsies are not werewolves. That is a lie spread by superstitious villagers. Do not believe everything you hear, huh? I know nothing of your gravedigger. I certainly didn't eat him. Why don't you look for him yourself? At least you should know where to look.
Yeah. What if I break him out? Can we do that?
Your open spell unlocks the cell door. You open the cell door and release the gypsy prisoner.
Thank you for freeing me. Now I owe you a debt.
His
Come
eyes
visit
are
our camp, and I will
sparkling.
see
I
what I
didn't
can
realize
do
until
to
just now.
repay you. I do not understand why you are helping me, but thank you. Our camp is in the northeast corner of the valley.
Yes. Thank you. Good luck. All of a sudden. Okay. Well, I should probably close this.
The cell door...
Close. Okay, no. Wait, can I snoop in here?
The desk is locked.
Can I unlock it?
Jackpot. You open the drawer and find a large key, 7 crowns and 15 kopecks. You put the key on your keyring and the money in your coin purse.
But the key was for the jail cell. Wait, but now we're just gonna take it? And then we'll have it and totally get busted? This is busted.
You hear occasional tossing and turning sounds from the Burgermeister's bed. You hear...
No. We're not gonna try that. We sure did. What the
You
heck?
close and lock the window behind you to avoid arousing suspicion.
Minus the open jail cell and the recently ransacked desk, yes. Keys. Dr. Cranium, Adventurers Guild, Crypt. A large iron key from the Burgermeister's desk. Interesting.
No one responds.
So Dr. Cranium seems like he's probably still up.
The stone carvings on the dark building seem to writhe in the moonlight. You get the feeling that they are hungry and waiting for something or someone.
Like me. Delicious me. I guess we'll sleep here. I don't think we're gonna be able to get back into the inn. Maybe. I guess I should try before I say.
The case is totally... Are you kidding? That you hear
Hello.
movement on... After a
It's
few
me.
minutes, you hear someone
Really?
removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door.
Thank you. I was not expecting that.
Tonight, for your dining pleasure, it is the traditional Moldavian chicken paprikash, delicately seasoned with locally grown paprika and garlic.
That sounds good. Alright, I'm gonna totally not suspiciously just go on to bed. See you guys later.
You unlock the door.
They do, in this one and in like the last one.
You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Sorry, this is like an app. Everyone. Who does that? Alright, let's take a seat. Have some breakfast before we get in possibly
You
big
eat your
trouble.
plain but nourishing breakfast.
The gypsy escaped, and I
What?
hope we never see
No.
or hear of him again. I do not think he was guilty of anything other than being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, that's good.
There is a rumor that perhaps I was mistaken in trying to drive you away from Mordavia. That perhaps you are the hero you claim to be. But you know how rumors are. You cannot always trust what you hear.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, let's go see what we can do now at the camp. I mean, we also need to somehow save Igor. Mouse, please. Yeah, wow, haha, wild, crazy. Oh, look at the time. I keep thinking it's northeast because I wrapped it around the paper, but it's northwest. Very ultimately northwest that we need to go. There's some mid-southwest stuff we haven't marked down yet, but
You hear a...
oh. We'll be back. I don't even know what to do with you, Catbush. Cool pants.
Greetings and welcome to our camp. You are a stranger
They used to have
no
cool purple
longer.
pants.
When you saved me from death, our lives became intertwined.
Henceforth, you are to be known as a gypsy friend. Come now.
I will take you to the leader of our camp.
I used to have purple pants and a blue vest, I feel like. I was such a fashion setter, statement maker.
So, you are the one my son spoke of. You saved his life. You also entered fearlessly into our den of wolves. You are a man of great courage. We gypsies owe you for our Davy, and I believe we will owe you for things to come. Welcome. I am the fortune teller. I will teach you a spell. It will protect you against the dead that rise again.
Yay!
I think you will find this most useful in your questings.
Me too.
Gypsy fortune teller touches your head briefly. Magic flows through you. Now you know the aura spell.
Now, let us learn more of you. Why have you come here, and what do you seek?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, I forgot about the woman in the lake. Everything?
There are many legends about that ogress. We gypsies avoid her when we can. She is dangerous to enemies, and she takes offense easily. She has her hut to the south. There is some sort of magic hiding the pathway there.
Oh.
Her only weakness is her love of food. Be careful if you need to approach her.
Relatable. Everything about that was relatable. I must be Baba Yaga.
I have been gifted by true sight and foreknowledge. These are gifts with knife edges. Oh, I have seen my own death, and knew my true love's death the day I met him. Still, it is most useful. I will read your fortune in the cards, if you wish. You have only to cross my palm with silver. So much for the legends about werewolves, huh? Or at least a coin of value. But I warn you, no future is fixed. What the cards show of the future can happen, but only if you take the actions to create this future. And it is not easy to determine what those actions are, dear. Such is life.
Yeah, okay.
This valley has always been a nexus of power. Magic is very strong here. My people for generations come here to renew and strengthen their ties to the mystical ways. My dear, we are not the only ones drawn by this power. The magician Irana created a magical refuge here. Others, more dark, were drawn here as well. Oh,
Irana.
be wary and watchful at all times here. The magic of this land has become twisted, and there are many dangers around you. Oh.
Oh.
There are many places and things of magic around here, and I am certain you will come across them in your travels. Irana was a powerful magician who came from this area. There is a garden in the forest which she created. Oh, it is such a place of safety for all who visit there.
There actually is one.
It is said that her final resting place is near here as well. Her staff stands in the town and protects those within the walls from outside harm.
So many notes.
There are some things about which even I dare not speak. Even thinking about such creatures attracts them.
Let us hope that you never need know of such matters.
All right, I think we did those two.
Creatures of the night, shapeshifters, skin
Creatures
changers.
of the
We are
night.
man or beast by our own will. To run on four legs, to howl at the moon, to chase the terrified prey through the hills. This is what it is to be truly alive. Oh, oh, the legend of the werewolf is but a folk tale. We change our shape when we choose, not because the moon is in some silly phase. We are the beast with the mind of a man, and a man with the mind of a beast. It is not normally our way to speak so freely to outsiders. So why do I say so much to you? Because you need to know we are not your enemies. You have too many questions that cannot be answered, and your ignorance may be your doom. There is much to you. Your actions to come will affect us all. Do not doubt it. Therefore, I will speak honestly and openly on what I can. Now, I can see by your eyes that our future is linked to you, for weal or woe.
Okie doke.
We are the roving people, the tinkers and traders and tellers of fortunes. We are the dancers in the night and the music in the wilderness. We are the untamed ones who live only by our own rules. We own no land, and no land owns us. The world is ours for the travel.
Yeah, she called it out. Oh, I always try to ask names first.
You may call me Magda. That is the name I go by with you gorgeous.
Gorgio is the word we call anyone
Totally
who is
different
not
voice.
a gypsy.
Okay, thank you.
To release the spirit of a Rusalka, you must first know her true name and that of the person who killed her. Then you must take a broom
wait,
tied with the
a
head
broom?
of the dead woman.
Wait,
And beat
slow
the
down.
grave of her untrue lover 3
What?
times. Then his ghost shall rise, and you must defeat him. And finally, dear, you must give the Rusalka a
Oh, I know what her
token of
name
the
is.
love which was denied her. Then only, can her spirit rest.
I think I know what her name is. Maybe. Okay. Can you run that? You run that by me again? Name and hair and brush and murderer and ghost kill. What else did I miss? We have a broom and maybe a name. Okay. Thanks. Oh, I guess we could get our fortune read.
That didn't do it.
Now, you
Yeah.
listen to the words of an old gypsy fortune teller. You will initiate this reading of the cards.
Ooh,
The
tarot
shuffling
reading.
and cutting attunes the cards to those vibrations which surround you. You do not control the cards, nor do I. It is the cards which show what they choose to show. I will reveal to you the meanings of the cards. It is up to you to interpret how they affect you.
Fun.
You may reveal the first card.
Oh, I wonder why.
The first card is the significator. It is the symbol of the subject of the reading.
Me, I'm a
This
magician.
card represents one of great skills and will. This is a person of great imagination and creativity, tempered by self-knowledge and control. This is the card of the Magus, the card of occult knowledge and power. Oh, this card clearly represents you, and therefore, this reading is about you. The cards which surround the significator represent the influences which affect your current situation. This next card represents something from the distant past, which is relevant to the here and now.
Hero.
Turn over this card and reveal the influence of your past.
Arana. The High Priestess.
This card is the High Priestess. It is inverted, which means the meanings too are turned upside down. The High Priestess is some woman of your past. She is a person of selfishness and passion. Someone who seems to be very powerful, but her knowledge is limited by her own conceit. Turn over the next card to reveal more of this individual.
Of them? Something coin? 4 of coin?
The Four of Coins. Now that is the card of the miser. This woman of your past has power, but uses it selfishly. This is a person who cares only of her own needs and wants, and does not care what she does or how she influences others. This person is one who, as long as you satisfy her needs and vanity, will be willing to aid you, providing it does not require any amount of effort on her part. However, if you act against her, her vengeance will be swift and violent.
Oh.
This is not a person to disregard, and she plays an important part in the events around you. Reveal the next card. Something of the more recent past, which has consequences in the present.
Okay. King of Coins.
This is the inverted King of Coins. This is an old and vicious man, someone who is willing to use any means to attain his desires. Someone who is dangerous and cannot be trusted or underestimated. Reveal the next card that we may learn more of this person.
So isn't it like, well, yeah. I feel like we're surrounded by a lot of negativity. The devil? Good. Good.
The devil. This is indeed an ill omen. This person is influenced by black magic, a man of power and dark desires. Yet the devil is a sign of bondage and subservience, and this person has faced unexpected failure of some sort. This is someone of great evil, someone who cannot be trusted. This is one who will bear you ill will, yet is somehow prevented from harming you or gaining his revenge. For now.
For now.
Should he gain his freedom, this man will seek to destroy all which stands between his goals and himself. Turn over the next card to reveal a surrounding influence. Ah, the Queen of Cups. Again, there is a female influencing your present. This is a woman of wisdom and love. She is kind, generous, and virtuous. Let us see what next the cards reveal of this
Kind
person.
of convenient how they all are like subject description kind of thing. Like a queen, a king, a priestess, and then some stuff. I guess the devil could be a character or whatever. I don't know anything about tarot cards. The spur.
The
The
star.
star.
It is a symbol of hope and spiritual influence. Now, this is a woman in touch with her magical nature. She is gentle and loving, yet there is great strength within. This is a woman who generates hope and help through her actions. The next card reveals the overriding influence upon the future. the Queen of Swords. She is a woman of wit and skill, yet she has suffered through terrible hardship, and she is marked by her suffering. Oh, she faces her sorrows bravely, but with a deep, deep loneliness. The next card will tell us more about her.
The moon.
The moon.
The moon.
It is the card of deception. This woman is a deceiver, or is deceived by her own beliefs. This card also reveals the magical nature of the woman. This is the strength which sustains her. Oh, she is either surrounded by false friends or seeks to betray you herself. She is the victim or the villainess. The final card will reveal the influence which will most affect you.
Here we go.
The Void. About this card, I will not speak. I must meditate upon its meaning.
Uh-oh. That's
This
not good.
tableau shows the influences surrounding you. These people will affect your life for weal or for woe. It is up to you to determine how and what effect they will have upon you. That is all that the cards and I can reveal at this time.
Cool.
Make what you will of your fortune. I will speak no more of it.
We gypsies are not werewolves. We are shape-shifters. We take on the form of wolves for hunting. You can call me Davy. Names are very important. Davy is my name to outsiders. I also have a gypsy name and a true name. True names are not given lightly. Gypsies never ask others for their names. Never say your true name. Never speak the true name of another. To say another's true name aloud gives you power over him, if you are
Cryptic.
indeed more powerful. Otherwise, it gives him power over you. We are roving traders. Our home is our wagon and campfire. We would have left this valley long ago if the flooding had not washed away the road and filled the mountain pass with swamp. The road from the town used to lead to the pass to the southwest. That was the only way in and out of this valley. The swamp is an ill place, and we gypsies stay far from it. I was borrowing some corn from the corn stalks outside the town when the burgomeister and some townsmen came from the gate. I moved behind the corn stalks to stay out of their way. They looked to be heading to the graveyard. Then, one of them pointed at me and shouted, and suddenly, they all grabbed me. I had no chance to run. I had no idea what was going on. I knew gypsies were disliked in the village, but I did not know we were so feared.
Well, only if you mess with Igor, I guess. Anything else?
The table is made of solid walnut and fills most of this part of the wagon. Where on the finish tells you that it has been used for many readings before yours. Oh, or at least for takeout Chinese food.
It looks pretty much as you'd expect.
You see a bunch of chili peppers, undoubtedly one of the hotter varieties. Habanero, anyone?
Yum, but also Jay?
You see a bunch of chili peppers, undoubtedly one of the hotter varieties. You say goodbye.
Ah, you weary of talk. Good. You are a guest with us tonight.
Good.
Let us join the others for food, drink, and dance, huh?
I
Teach me how to
hope you will
dance.
enjoy the
So I can
hospitality
dance
of
with
my
my vampire
people.
friend. And it'll be
You
like
spend the evening
Beetlejuice.
in the joyful company of the gypsies. The gypsies seem to have gone all
Ugh,
out to make you welcome
anything
in their
spicy
tent.
sounds good right now.
You've eaten a rich, spicy stew with no garlic, with fresh bread and plenty to drink. Now it's time to relax and enjoy.
Cool. The dogs.
Come, is she not beautiful? Ah, why do you hesitate? Go, join in the dance!
Look at me dancing. I'm such a good dancer. This is an accurate representation of me trying to dance.
After hours of carousing with the gypsy wolves, you find yourself curling up into a comfortable position near the fire pit and sinking into a deep and dreamless sleep.
Okay. So I guess we'll be able to go back up there if we want to
The
talk
huge fire pit will hold a large barrel.
What's in that barrel?
This is no place to do a barrel roll. This window looks into the kitchen area. It's not easy being green, but this wagon does its best.
It does a great job.
It really looks very little like the toy red wagon you had when you were a kid. The owner of this wagon evidently couldn't make up his mind about which color to paint it, so he used two.
What about this one?
The gaudily painted blue wagon looks as though it belongs to a wise woman or fortune teller.
It doesn't budge.
The gypsies generally use horses. You can't even make the wagon budge. The
Oh, but is everyone
box
gone?
populi suggests that opening the box might be a bad idea.
Yep. Nope. Sorry.
Perhaps at another...
Ah, what? Wait, I don't know what you said. I clicked too fast. Visions. Oh, more stuff. Whoa.
I have always had dreams and visions. Some of these are true events. Some are only what could be true. These visions are, like most dreams, clouded in mists. Their meanings, too, are very shadowy. If you wish to learn of your future, allow me to look into the cards. You have only to give me a crown, and I will give you a reading, huh? I am the leader of this pack, and I wish I could lead them from this valley. I have had troubled dreams of late, and the game is getting scarce in this area. Many are the kinds of the dead which do not rest. Some are harmless, some most helpful, but most are extremely dangerous. Some, like the Rusalki, are victims of crimes. Others, like the Wraiths, are the spirits of criminals who cannot rest. But most powerful and fearsome of all are the Nosferatu, the vampires.
That's what I'm thinking. The Wraiths. That's gonna help us deal with the Rusalki.
The Rusalki are the spirits of drowned maidens.
Some
Ready
are
to
the
write.
victims of accidents, and others were the victims of murderers. They retain their physical bodies and try to drown all who approach them. There is said to be a Rusalka in the lake to the east. I have heard tales that a Rusalka may be tamed through kindness, but I have never heard of anyone actually trying such a thing. Oh,
You
no.
haven't met us? Till just now. Because that's what we're gonna do.
The Rusalka... There... I have...
Ah, there's still no explanation.
A wraith is a spirit who cannot rest because of greed. They refuse to leave behind their possessions, and so haunt the sight of those objects.
If you travel by night, you sometimes can see a mound of rocks where no rocks were by daylight. This is the burial mound of a wraith. Avoid it, for the wraith will try to draw their life from you if you get too close.
Yeah, we had that happen.
The Nosferatu, the undead which feed upon the blood of living things. If a man is drained unto death by a vampire, he will rise from his grave as a revenant, hungering for the taste of human flesh. If a vampire shares its own blood with its victim, the victim will rise from the grave as a slave of its vampire creator. It too will be a vampire, but it must obey the commands of its master, and cannot harm its master directly. Sometimes the sharer of vampire blood is not drained entirely by the master vampire. Thus, he can continue to live until struck down by a natural death. Then he will rise from his grave.
It's a little confusing, but maybe gives me a little bit of information about the Boris.
The old rulers of this land, the boyars of the castle, were the Borgov family. They ruled this land for as long as my people remember. The last boyar was a strange man, so it is said. What became of him, I do not know. Only that the son left the valley in shame and horror. When we heard rumors that Borgov Castle was again inhabited, we brought our wagons to Mordavia. We thought perhaps the old boyar's son had returned, and we could trade with him again. We met with the gatekeeper, who said that the Borgov family was dead. Oh, the castle was now owned by a distant cousin who promised to protect this valley as a true boyar. So we did some trading with the gatekeeper, but never saw signs of this Borgov cousin. Soon after this, the rain started to fall, and we were trapped here.
Interesting.
Farewell.
Alright, I guess we can get out of here. Shoot. Alright, well, we have learned lots of things. And acquired spells. 2 whole spells today. I think... I feel like it's a little bit early, but I think I am, like, Quest for Glory brained out for the day, though. Go back to town first and foremost. Just so we're near safe spots. It was very eventful. There was a lot going on. And we also learned that pizza is an element. Officially. If you're ever wondering. Taquitos, nice, nice. What? I clicked a thing.
You let him loose. It is a crime to aid and abet a criminal in Mordavia.
Oh. I just clicked once after I saved, and that's what happened. Olga saw us? Olga, I thought we were BFFs. Alright, so I guess we don't... I'm gonna forget that immediately tomorrow. We're gonna start stream and I'm gonna do exactly the same thing. But I did just save, so we'll quit.